If Stoopzz reads this, he has to Ahmad Musin. Why do you keep putting this in this fucking document, man? Like, why do you keep...
Ahmad Mohsin.
How much do you sell your fart in a bottle? Listen, notorious Lost Ark player, I am so close to fucking banning you right now. I'm not with it today. Like, today is not the day to be fucking with me. Do you want some Hawk Tua? A nice old Hawk Tua. A nice old Hawk Tua. Huge outfit in BDO. Oh, that is really nice. There are so many classes I want to try out now. I know, man. I actually don't. And you know what's fucked, dude? Is that I hope they're right in that they will be able to get some of the passives unlocked by the new raid, right? Like, for example, there's a new pistolier skill and it's called secret weapon. But what if secret weapon hits for like 5 fucking mil? I don't know. But I guess by the end of this month, you'll have an idea. It does seem like when you look at these passives, some of them I really do think are super fucking interesting, right? There's 3 categories. Some are one, they're either unique. 2, it's an activatable skill. Or 3, they were lazy and they just gave you a damage buff. Like in the case of sharpshooter, you get mana back. Hoggers, I get mana. Now there is a skill called Silverhawk Assault. Okay, I'll go through these all one by one. Silverhawk Assault, it's an activatable skill. It's literally a new death rush, a new last rush, a new death strike. How much is this thing gonna do? Is it 6% just increased damage, or is it like, I don't know what this wording is really weird. I have no idea. Or it's mana. But then some classes get some fucking like super interesting shit. Souleater is one that's like pretty interesting. They give you like options to go through. So it just kind of depends. All right, let me go suck back this caffeine then, huh? Assassin's hand job. Yeah, I saw this last night. All right, here we go. It's a tree where you get like, it's the sets kind of or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Read the intro. If Stoopzz reads this, he has to Ahmad Musin.
Ahmad Mohsin.
So stupid. So stupid. Support a stream, Lost Boy Deluxe Translation, Civo, Compiled Document, Vanguard, Pally, Ochi Chocobo, Hoyo, Cat. The numbers are level 1 effects. Every node scales differently. We cannot preview the higher levels until future content. Some are level 1 max, some are 3, some are 5, and we do not have points to allocate to see these values. The 3rd page, Hyper Awakening and T skills, 9th skill, are not in this patch and will be released in the future. These translations are not 100% perfect and will likely change. And I guess this is what is replacing your set effects. Correct? Because you can see yearning is right here. Attack speed and movement speed buff. What other are any of the sets gone? Ambush master that changed, right? Where it's like you get a little bit more damage. So wait, what is current entropy the values? Anyone know what the values are? It's how much crit chance? 22%? But wait, isn't this just a fucking like crazy... Am I tripping or isn't this just a fat ass nerf? Oh, but then you get this though. This is the tier 4, right? Crit chance. So this is 14% crit chance. And then you get this buff. So just evolution damage. Damn. Fuck, bro. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Wow. It's super interesting, man. Can mix and match. It's going to be so much labbing. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. We'll leave it to somebody that's going to go through all that shit and lab it up. Very interesting though. Enlightenment tree Ark Passive. Replacing your class engravings unique to every class, scales off your accessories. Dude, I saw the rates of this. I actually don't think it was that bad. It's basically... your eyes are directly going to go to this, which is very common. You're going to like, oh my God, it's a 0.7 set to get bonus damage legendary, right? Or damage to enemies, 0.7%, which you should look at your current bracelet odds. They're not great either. But if you look at the category itself, it's 10%. So to just roll within the spectrum of bonus damage, it's 10%. And there aren't that many. Like if you look at your bracelets now, there's so many shitty ones. So which ones are bad? Shitter. I mean, probably shitter, I guess. I don't know. And then shitter. But then you have, I mean, you're probably going to roll for a decent one, but it's a 10% chance within the spectrum. I don't think this is that not generous. I feel like this is pretty generous odds. Say thanks for the raid, man. Now go to bed. Did you give Saint your seed last night? That wasn't me on my, guys, that was Earl. That was not me. I don't know what Earl was doing on my phone last night. He was on one. I don't know.
It still only allows for a 3 bubble buff, but you have like a someone give him the break one before I come down there and give him my someone quick. I'm scared. I'm scared. I think I have 2 hours. Take your seed. There will be no seed. What the?
I've come to spread my seed. I swear, please believe me. Bard got this on Inven. Wow. Friendly damage enhancement effect. Ally attack power strengthening effect. I'm not sure what the roll is on that. It doesn't actually show you the spectrum. It just shows you the roll. I wonder how much this shit's gonna sell for. I guess we're actually getting into it right now because I didn't look at all of these last night. So basically what happened last night, if you were there, I was fried as shit. And you guys were linking me all of the everyone's like, yo, does anyone have the shadowhunter changes? Yo, does anyone have the berserker changes? And then I would get the thing, right? Like the picture, and it was fucking so tiny. We're like, you copy paste it into Google Translate. Can't even read. I couldn't even read it. And I'm like, fuck guys, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Tobu found something new about tier 4. I mean, it's kind of cute though, no? Is it the first 3 or the first 2 from last night that they're always your just current existing engraving? It's the first 2 tiers, right? Yeah, tier 3 is current plus additional. That's what I was gonna say, because like this I think is just straight up pistolier, no? Berserker, you can exit burst mode with your X key. Okay, becomes immune, whatever. Reduce exhaustion by 20% when you use burst mode. Outgoing damage during burst mode 10%. Restore 8% of your mana when you enter burst mode. Becomes enhanced burst for 5 seconds when you enter burst mode. Outgoing damage plus 6% during your enhanced burst mode. You can extend the effect by 2 seconds by attacking for every 1 second. Cannot exceed 5 seconds. Is this get ranked up or so this is BT? And you just get to fucking extend it? How far does this go, though? In burst mode or mayhem mode, using blood rush or dark rush consumes 5% fury gauge of base cooldown for 1.5% bonus outgoing damage. So you consume your gauge for more damage if you activate bloody rush or dark rush. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, here's the thing. How does that even work if you're mayhem? If you're already capped at... Is that just a damage... Grant enhanced shadow for every second when you land an attack. Enhanced shadow 0.7% bonus damage lasts for 15 seconds after 10 times. I mean, that's just incredibly fucking boring. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, that's just like, that is just poggers. I've got a buff. All right, here we go. Here we go. Spacebar cooldown resets when you enter burst or mayhem mode. Oh, nice, dude. You get fucking the spacebar becomes rush. Reduce travel distance by 2 meters. Reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds. Gain rush buff when you use spacebar. Huh? Okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't know how good this is going to be when it's ranked up, but I will say that this is interesting. What are you going to be spacebarring? I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see what this looks like. I don't know how good this is going to be, but this is interesting. You just spam your spacebar, it becomes rush, and you get an effect. Maybe it goes high. It's like propulsion zerk or pistolier zerk. I don't know. This one, I'm just saying, as far as like interesting goes, I would say that this is significantly more interesting than just this. Sup. Whenever you attack the boss, you get a buff. It stacks. Right? Like this is just whatever. I don't know. Zerker is not that exciting. That's my opinion, but we move on. All right, Slayer. Increases the size of explosion by 8 meters when you enter burst mode. Mark terrified debuff for 15 seconds on enemies that get hit by your identity. So you pop your identity and you apply the breaker effect, right? Increases out. Okay, so you pop your identity, you get a buff. Outgoing damage by 4%. Gain enhanced burst mode for 8 seconds when you use blood burst mode. Okay, when you pop your identity, you get a buff. I mean, they're just both yeah, but this is bloody rush, right? This is just, I know you're saying red dust guys, but you're literally playing fucking Punisher Slayer. Like you already are in the red dust state. Like you pop your shit, you gotta go, bro. You're not gonna hang out. It's time to fucking go. So it's just pop your shit, get a buff. No? Now mana restoration, it's 5% when you drain blood energy. Every 3 drains, you gain enhanced burst for 30 seconds. Same name as 4-2. What does that mean? But different effect. Now mana restoration is 5% when you drain blood energy. Every 3 drains. Drain me. You gain enhanced burst for 30 seconds, same as for 2. Enhanced burst stacks. Increases mana consumption by 20% in burst mode. Increases outgoing damage by 1.4. I wonder if this is going to work with this set. I don't know. Slayer looks fucking... I'm going to be honest, guys. Am I missing something? Slayer looks pretty boring. All right. Remove gravity aura during hyper gravity mode and gravity release mode, but crit damage increases by 4%. Fuck, I wish I knew how Destroyer works. What is gravity aura? Does that mean the circle around you? The little thing around you? Hypergravity mode changes to gravity release mode. Gain push. Yo, it was what we saw in the thing. Remember, we gain push immunity and be able to use skills and generate core with concentration skills, but gravity shield and damage reduction effects no longer apply. Gravity release mode increases outgoing damage by 10% and all gravity skills damage by 15%, remains gravity aura effect, but remains penalty gauge effects when hit by specific monster rank. Also, this translation is kind of weird. Gravity gauge is not obtained when the cores are used. So does this mean you can play Rage Hammer and get another super armor effect, but you don't get the DR, right? You just get another super armor. That's kind of interesting. And it's just a damage buff though, right? So Rage Hammer gets an activatable skill that increases your damage. And if I'm not mistaken, what the fuck did you get before as Rage Hammer? You activate it and do what? Just bonky time? Or did it give you a super armor still? What did you even get? At the start and end of gravity weighted aura, number of gravity core is reset and gain new core when successful hit 3 times. Huh. Hypergravity mode basic attack outgoing damage by 8% based on the amount of cores. Wait, does that mean your bonk is getting at minimum a 24% buff? At minimum, no? On destroyer. In hypergravity mode, gravity release attack speed by 2%. Wait, is it time for super bonk? Is it time for Shura fucking destroyer for just speedy bonk? Wow. All right, here we go. It's time for Adlancer, guys. Not Stoop Shield. I'll probably change his name to Stoop Shield, yeah. Outgoing lance damage plus 1% in normal state, plus 6% in defensive state. Shield from normal skills to your party members minus 80%. This is just a flat damage buff, but you don't shield your teammates. I just wonder how much that scales to. Restore 4% of shield gauge when you land a lance skill in normal state. This can happen every 5 seconds. In defense state, you cost an additional 5% shield gauge. Okay, I wonder how much these scale. Okay, so here it is, guys. In defensive state, you additionally gain battle preparation number of outgoing damage of normal skills plus 42%. What the fuck is this? Is that even, what are your normal skills? Is that all of your blue skills? Wait, does that mean when you activate your shield, at minimum, you're getting a 42% damage buff on your blue skills? How does that even make sense? How can a class get a 42% damage buff for it to make sense? That's the self buff currently on Bash. Oh, so you get battle prep already on Bash? Is that effect not stack? All right, here we go. Tactical maneuver. Replaces your spacebar with front dash. Increases your attack speed by 1.6 for 8 seconds. It obviously scales. You may use skills while dashing. Okay, does this mean I can cast Surge Cannon while activating spacebar? I'm hoping. Outgoing damage of lance skill is 0.8%. Okay, so here are my options, guys. This outgoing lance damage by 9%. That's fucking really high. This is by 0.8. And then this is by 1% scaling. So this is at 0.8%. This is at 9% at the gate, though. Fuck. I don't like this because if this just does significantly more damage than this, it's gonna suck. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. Being able to spacebar while casting Surge Cannon sounds fucking sick. You can take both. Wait, what do you mean? I get to pick 2 from this fucking tier, guys? Wait, no shot. You get both of these options? Damn, dude. So gunlancer is going to be wait, this makes a lot of the other ones a lot cooler though, no? I mean, fuck, I wasn't really. So these outside ones are basically, so you're going to go down this tree if you want to play GT, correct? And then now we have the option of going into either Rage Hammer, this for GT. So you have the option of going into either one, right? I guess that's the customization, right? No, Slayer's still boring as shit, I think, right? But I don't know. All right, let's go on to the Paladin. Hold on. All right, let's read this shit, guys, just in time. I actually don't fucking remember anything about... Do we have the actual engraving itself somewhere? It's called Judgment, Lost Ark. Wait, guys. So I'm looking at this engraving, and I want you guys to... Punishment damage, pity meter gen, the duration of... Wait, so is this just a straight up 10? Is this straight up a buff too? Is this, because like the tier 3 in this row, you're just straight up getting a buff too, right? Or is it here? Punishment damage. Judgment damage. Because this is skill duration. Okay, fuck. Never mind, here we go. Pity meter is always at max, but you cannot use yellow skills. I'm assuming that's divine. Wait, Knight of God. During Sacred Executioner, you do not lose piete. And your critical hits deal 15%. Wait, Your critical hit still 50% crit damage, but the cooldown of Sacred Executioner is increased by X, and your skills deal 50% less damage. When you hit an enemy with a punishment skill, they take 8% more damage from critical strikes for 5 seconds. This is the same as glaive synergy. It applies to all party members as well. Yo, what the fuck? They're actually doing it. Wait, they're literally making it an actual thing. Am I high? They're even giving them... Wait, maybe because no one... Wait, hold on. Let's look this up. Maybe it's because no one plays fucking paladin. Let's see what the percentage is. Maybe everyone's just playing artist and bard. Let's find out. Damn, artist and bard are just way more popular though. Holy fuck. Artist and bard are just so much more popular than paladin. It's crazy. Damn, I don't know. Fuck, dude. This is a gamble though, bro. If I make one of these, it is a fucking gamble on if it sucks dick or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like, it is an absolute fucking... Here's the thing, guys. The problem with this class, it's ironically exactly this. I've talked about this for a long time. There's that one guy named fucking with a P on YouTube. P... What's his name? Somebody probably has. He has a YouTube channel that's just all DPS paladin. And why this class doesn't do... Because the burst, when you actually have your form, is pretty fucking high, dude. But it takes a monumental amount of fucking time to literally get your shit back. It takes forever. That's it. It takes fucking ever to get your gauge back. So to now literally always have your gauge, and then now they gave you your own fucking synergy. That's crazy, bro. But wait a minute. This shit is so far away, guys. What am I going to do? What am I going to do in the interim? What am I going to do in the interim, guys? Just go... Like, what am I gonna do in the free time? Just hang out and fucking shield people? Like, what am I gonna do for the next few months? I'm not gonna, like, what am I gonna do? Just shoot the little beam? I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I swear I might be down to make one of these. I think that would be so cool. Like a Kadon kind of... Wait, what does Zeal do? When a punishment skill hits during Sacred Executioner, grant the stack of Fever. Each stack lasts 10 seconds and increases the damage, whatever, max stacks. So just fat crit damage, but I don't know. I don't even know what this is going to do, though. Fat crit damage. So obviously we want crit. Fat crit damage and a stacking buff. When you cast Blessed Aura, all nearby enemies are branded for 6 seconds. Pog. Wow. Is this Pyong? I mean, here's the thing. I'm telling you, why this class sucks peen is you're literally waiting for your gauge for so fucking long. He got caught. Bro, Pyong, what are you doing? He missed! Pyong! Wait, do we have enough blue skills to occupy not having these yellow ones? And then watch. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna use his awakening and he gets his gauge back. And then that's it. After this happens, he's fucked. That's crazy that they just straight up made an engraving that gives you mayhem, basically. And they gave them their own synergy. Did Artist get something like this too? Now that I saw this, look at the MVP screen. There's no way this guy got MVP, bro. There he is, guys, just hanging out. I mean, he got up, right? He got up, right? I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. But maybe now... he does more. So here we go. This is so much more interesting now. Empress Knight. So now straight up, you have the choice of getting adds a Knight of Empress card into your deck. So you can just straight up take this if you want. Increases rune skill damage by 6%. CDR of stack skills 2%. Additionally, increase your attack speed by 8% for 6 seconds when you hit a rune skill on an enemy. Interesting. What the fuck? When you use a different card other than Emperor, you might proc Emperor card by 20. You might. Your proc rate of Emperor card by 20 increases by 20%. That's probably not stacking. Maybe you have a 20% chance to proc an Emperor card. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like this... What about this, though? That's the problem. Your outgoing damage of rune skill minus 2%. Outgoing damage of normal skill is by 2%. I was gonna say this with the Knight card would be fun. So obviously, if you're playing Emperor or Empress, you're not gonna take this. So you're just gonna take these. You have to, right? You just have to take it. But it'd be cool if you could take this shit. Just spamming out cards and you get this. What's that card? We saw it in the video where the Knight comes down and slams the ground and shit. Sork. Mana feedback. Increases the damage of Doomsday Explosion Punishing Strike by 5%. Increases the damage during Magic Rupture by 4%. Increases attack speed by 8% for 30 seconds when you exit magic. Mana feedback ends when you enter rupture. So doesn't this just play around the current playstyle that people are doing right now? That's kind of interesting. Blink no longer consumes the gauge. Increases cooldown by 25 seconds. Additionally, outgoing damage plus 1%. Wait, so you get a free dash on a 25-second cooldown? That's kind of a long cooldown, no? Is that going to scale down? That's pretty fucking long though, no? Here we go. Upon blink, you gain magic charge for 30 seconds. Magic charge increases attack power by 7%. Oh, upon blink, gain mana feedback for 30 seconds. You can stack up to 3 times. Outgoing damage. Wow. So this is gonna be like some blinking fucking machine, huh? Just spam your wait. It's like pistolier reflux. Cast it in alt. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't really play Sork, so I'm not sure how interesting that is. But yeah, there it is. What do you guys think about Sork? Summoner increases outgoing damage of creatures by 13%. Additionally, it improves their auto attack. Apply Wrath of the Spirits on the target when your creatures land an attack. Dealt huge damage upon 100 stacks. Huh. What do you think of this? Bro, I've seen this so many times today. Ooh. Bless of the Ancients. Ancient Entity, I don't know what this is, sorry. Lets you restore bubble for 10 seconds. Now, Almagi and Phoenix cost bubble 5 instead of 6. What the fuck? Cost bubble 5 and 6 instead. I don't know what that is. Dude, you get Vagabond as a fucking option for Bard. That is so boring. Holy fuck. Poggers. Paladin gets its own fucking form and synergy and shit. And Bard literally gets Vagabond. Damn. Bard is getting 4 bubble. Max bubble increases from 3 to 4. Glaivier looks fucking crazy, by the way. Gain Yeon style secret technique on X skill when used. Deal 4 damage. 164,000 damage on guaranteed crit. Upon use, gain 10% of max mana. Flurry skills are reduced by X by 0.5 seconds. Like, what is this? Memo hates it. Really? Yeon style mark. When landing the Yeon style technique or using Yeon style compact attack, a Yonga mark is left on enemies within 5 meters for 16 seconds. Damaged enemies with the mark is increased by 1.2%. When you press X, consume 1 bar of the dual gauge. At the end of the spear, energy is collected and used on next skill cast, increasing damage by 23%. Wait, is this gonna just be a fucking fat red spear now? Once you use this buff, you cannot use it again until you swap stances. This is it just buffs your spear, right? That's what it is? You just switch stances, get a big buff, spear. Flurry conversion. Flurry skills damage increased by, all right. Scrapper. Here we go. Earth splitting. When you press the Z key while in fighting spirit state, you can use earth splitting. When you use it, the fighting spirit ends. When you press the Z skill while in the fighting spirit state, you can use earth splitting. So we don't know what earth splitting is, huh? What is, they have an activatable skill now. So scrap. Taijutsu is getting its own skill, and then Shock is getting increases the acquisition of fighting spirit energy by 5%, reduces skill cooldowns by 2 seconds when entering fighting spirit discharge. So when you activate your little gauge form, you lower the cooldown of your skills. That's kind of fucking dope. One-sided strike. When releasing the fighting spirit, all back attacks are applied regardless of direction for 5 seconds. Honestly, Shock seems fucking cool. Am I high or no? They both seem pretty cool. You can hit from any direction, and you get a cooldown drop when you activate your gauge form. All right, I want to know if Saint has read this one, because I read this last night. Increases the amount of auto attacks in Shura state by 6. So for Breaker, you get every 8 punches grants you in the zone. So it's 56 punches, right? 56 plus 6. Wait, is it 6 more? It says every 8 punches grants you. So in your thing, there are 56 punches, right? And every 8 punches, you get the effect. You don't keep gaining 6. So I was wondering, is this going to equate to, but why would it say every 8 though? Is that just an extra 42 punches? Why would it say every 8? Maybe it's just poor translation. Oh, I see. It's this effect. That means yesterday when I read this, it was translated wrong. I see now. Yesterday when we read this, it was not like this. I see now. So now it's translated. You just get an attack speed. Wait, this is kind of mid. Maybe we're going King Fist, no? You get 6 more punches and attack speed buff. Unless this thing goes to infinite. This is kind of mid, no? Guys, stop being fucking dicks. I was just trying to read what I read yesterday. Like, I'm just trying to understand the effect. That's why I'm asking you. It seems you will get your punches out faster. Yeah, but I don't know if that's that interesting. It does not seem that interesting. Like, you just get more shield, reduce incoming damage by fighting spirit, which is your shield, right? You get a bigger shield, and then you get faster punches. I guess that's a QOL. Well, if you can get your sequence out faster, then maybe this effect goes insane. I don't know. Maybe in the zone, like, does in the zone stack? Okay, because if that's the case, let's say in the zone hypothetically stacks, right? Why would it say every 8 punches? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, unless that's just poorly translated, let's just say it does, right? So if it's 56 divided by, well, technically it's 62, right? 62 divided by 8. I don't know if that's actually a solid number though. So let's just say 35% attack speed. I don't know. Maybe it's decent. I wonder if it either stacks. This number either this number scales, this stacks, or it's not that interesting. One of the two. Or this just goes up, right? This could go up to like 20%. This could stack. This could go up. At base value, it's kind of whatever. I mean, getting a whole extra sequence would be good. Brawl King 12 forms wind waves. You can now use Brawl King 12 forms wind waves. This is translated so differently than what I read yesterday. After using Brawl King 12 waves falling blossoms. Wind waves was not what it was called yesterday. Crit chance of wind waves increased by 50. So you get when you can use Brawl King wind waves after using Brawl King 12 forms. So just a follow-up skill. Increases crit chance of wind waves, increases damage of wind waves by 4% per 1 shock energy. Using wind waves will exit Brawl King stance. Huh. I wonder how that's gonna work. I guess you just rebuild it up as you exit and then do it at the end, or use Z twist 12 forms all yellows exit. Yeah. The goal here is to make use of this so you can exit sooner, but you want to get the CDR, right? So get the CDR and then use the wind wave, use your identity to get out, right? Versus being stuck in it. I wonder how that's gonna work, man. This is definitely way more interesting though. What's the other one do? Increases all skill damage by 0.6%, including awakening. Gain self-defense spirit when you finish a full auto attack in Brawl King set. Wait, what the fuck? You gain a fucking shield that gives you paralysis immune now? Okay, I don't know. Burger King looks way fucking cooler, guys. Hello? Am I high? This looks fucking crazy. Because before, you didn't have paralysis immunity on some of your skills. Burger King looks way cooler. Damn. It might be a Burger King angle, guys, in tier 4 for me. This just looks cool. You get a shield that I wonder if it scales. Paralysis immune literally, like, just when you're doing your skills, which is kind of the annoying thing, and a follow-up. Damn, dude. Meta chaser. I mean, it just sounds cooler. What do I get here? I'm literally getting a bigger shield and then some attack speed. This is like, damn, that's crazy. It might be time for the Bonkai, guys. It might be time for the Bonkai. Unless this thing just goes fucking crazy mode. I don't know. This just looks way more fun. Like, this is actually a really cool one. What the fuck? Like, some classes that get like, this is cool. You get a new card in your deck, right? And then you have you have one that's like, paw, guys, I get like a buff. Damn. Mr. Man, you can pretty much freely change between the two. You mean between the two builds, but not the gems, man. I mean, maybe I'll have a bunch of gems by then, but I probably won't. I don't think I'm gonna have 2 sets of gems just chilling in my inventory. But yeah, the gems make it really difficult, man. Soulfist. I actually didn't see anything about Soulfist last night. Okay, here we go. EO, crit damage by 25%. Sets your energy to 1 and reduces the cooldown of normal skills by 10% when you enter a new hype mode. Wait, what is energy to 1, guys? Does that mean you don't have to like spam your skills to keep it moving anymore, or it automatically puts you in the low energy state? Is that what it does? So now when you activate it, because don't you have to use that, like, isn't the goal of EO to like stay low on your shit? EO is always at a low energy state. By setting it to 1, it just does what it does right now though. I see. Okay. Energy does not go below 1, and it sets it to 1. So currently it sets it to 1. That's just EO now. So what are you actually gaining from this? Crit damage and then CDR. Hype goes to only 2. Normal state and hype recovery state no longer exit, but put you in hype 1 instead. What the fuck? Wait, that's like pretty interesting. So you're never on the exhaustion state? Is this not good? I feel like, wait, isn't that pretty cool? That's like a mayhem fucking soulfist. It seems bad. I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because isn't that the really annoying thing about playing EO, is that like you go into hype 3 and the boss just fucks off and it's GG. You're just doing nothing for a long ass time. Now you're just cycling between 2, but at least you're always in hype 1. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's pretty interesting though. Limit breaking. Increase all buffs from hype by 10%. Reduce normal skill cooldown by 50% during normal or hype recovery state, but reduce outgoing damage by increase all buffs from hype by 10%. Reduce normal skill cooldown by 50% during normal or hype recovery state, but reduce outgoing damage by 50%. So when you're out of your form currently with robust, why do I want CDR? I'm trying to remember how it worked again, because you were just doing nothing. You were just running around and you wanted your cooldowns back. What is me proccing CDR gonna give me? Yeah, lets you spam your shit, but what? I remember when I played robust, I had to make sure I had it ready to go for the cycle, and so I wouldn't really cast anything. I would just literally do nothing. But now if I'm doing no damage with it, what is giving me CDR gonna do? Now you can actually use your skill out of hype. So this is just gonna give me a 10% buff from hype, and if I want to press some buttons, I can. I guess stagger, that's fair. Yeah, stagger destructive checks, that's fair. If I want to press some buttons now, I can, and then I get some 10% buff. All right. I mean, that's outgoing damage, whatever. You can now exit hype mode with the X key. Deactivating hype mode refunds cooldown by 50% of remaining meter. Wait, with robust, guys, could you exit? So what are we actually getting? Deactivating hype mode refunds cooldown by 50% of remaining meter. Dude, I don't really understand this one too much. I'm a little confused by it. I need a soulfist expert to explain how this changes everything. The refund is new, I understand that. So I guess theoretically you could just get out and then get your shit back if something happens, and then get your cooldowns quickly. Yeah, I'll have to ask. You can activate hype. If the boss jumps away, you can instantly cancel, and you only have 2 seconds. Yeah. I guess that's what it... Striker. Oh, fuck. Here we go, please. I feel like striker players are always getting fucked. Here we go. Crit rate increased by 1.2%, and when using a normal skill after an ESO skill, the damage of normal skill increased by 2%. Okay? Just a straight up buff to damage. Elemental gauge acquisition increased by 20% if you use... And this was translated so weirdly last night. If you use an ESO skill, and use another ESO skill after without using a normal skill, the ESO skill's damage increases by 5%. Each time an ESO skill is used, attack speed increases by 4% for 5 seconds up to a max of 8, but the effect disappears when you use a normal skill. What are we doing? Just spamming fucking like back-to-back ESO skills? 3 ESOs in a row? I'm not sure. Or at least 2, because it's a max of 8%. Damn, I want to see how this is going to play. That's interesting. The question is, has Smilegate done any testing to see if these combinations together are going to be good, or they're just going to be complete shit? Like, I just want to know if they're like, fuck it, guys, just do some crazy ass like build, let's just try this effect out, see how it works out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of these things you're like, I wonder how this is going to play out, and I'm wondering in my head, of like, have they tested this out? It's like, yeah, it's going to work out, we've seen this. Or if they're like, fuck it, boys, that sounds cool, see what happens. You know what I mean? The neutral effect says to use alternating, but the skill tree says to not use alternating. Okay, we'll see. They're contradicting. Where's the neutral? Oh, crit rate increased by 1.2%, and when using a normal skill after an ESO skill, the damage of the normal skill increased by 2%. Well, eventually you have to use a normal skill, right? So I don't think it's that contradicting. Eventually you have to use a normal skill to build the ESO skills, right? So I guess it's not that, but what about this one though? ESO skills can only be used when you have at least 4 orbs. The cooldown for ESO skill increases by 10 seconds, but the damage inflicted by ESO skill, wait, this is weird then, you're right. ESO skill damage decreases by 27%, but when an ESO skill is used, the other ESO skill cooldowns are reset. When 16 elemental orbs are consumed, the damage of the next ESO skill... Bro, this is just fucking weird. I guess for Death Blow, this is Death Blow, right? Yeah, it is. So I guess you can reset all of your cooldowns. I guess this doesn't really matter as much if you're resetting your cooldowns. Damn, I don't know. ESO skills can only be used when you have at least 4 orbs. Yeah, I don't know. Striker seems fucking weird. I hope they tested this out. What do you guys think? Nay or yay? You think they cooked? The basic crit rate increases by 8.8, and the fewer orbs you have, the more crit rate you get. 4% increased damage. When using normal skills, you gain 20% of the ESO gain of the skill and get ESO orbs in the process. If you have 3 ESO orbs, you can press Z and it will increase the damage of sweeping kick. I didn't know sweeping kick was top damage, by the way. I thought leaping dragon was the new skill, but apparently that's a different one. It's called Azure Dragon or something. I thought sweeping kick was the little red skill, and moon flash click is the like that little white skill that like goes forward and then kicks back. I thought sweeping kick was the red kick. I didn't know that was your top damage as first intention. It is the red one. I didn't know. I thought that new, like, well, I guess that's ESO with the explosion one, right? That makes that loud sound. Damn, I guess when I played that shit a long time ago, you use the moon flash kick, and then I remember you would finish it off, I think, with this skill where like the little karate, like fucking flying roundhouse red kick, right? So wait, but isn't the thing, from what I remember, first intention, the way it worked is you just didn't, your shit was just like, it didn't matter at all. You didn't really have orbs, right? So now you have something, you didn't really have an identity, right? It just like locked it. Yeah, you didn't have an identity. So when using normal skill, you gain whatever. So now you get orbs, and if you press Z, you can buff your shit. Wait, is first intention just going to be fucking broken? Am I like wrong here? Like, this is just an insane buff, no? If this is your biggest skill, you're getting a 40% amp plus a 4% flat damage buff. Maybe, I mean, this just seems fucking crazy, guys. What is going on? All right, when using ESO skills, you use one more orb per ESO skill, but increase the damage. When using ESO skills, you use one more orb per ESO skill, but increase the damage by 27%. Oh, this is going to be unique to change. Each time you use a normal skill, the damage of the next skill will increase by... Wait, this is also pretty strong too, no? I don't really know how you would have to adjust around this, but isn't this also pretty strong? Wait, wardancer looks pretty good. Wardancer seems pretty good, guys. All right. I had no idea what was going on last night, so let's read this one, because this one was overwhelming as fuck last night. Here we go. Peacemaker. After using handgun skills twice, gain the gun swap prep buff, GSP. When swapping to rifle or shotgun, changes to gun swap skill. Gun swap skill increases damage by 1% for 9 seconds. It's just a damage buff in all stances, if I understand this correctly. Is that what I'm reading here? You get a buff that applies to pretty much all stances, correct? Sakoshi, man, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you, Mr. Man. Welcome back. When you change stances, gain the Peacemaker buff. Gain all stance bonuses. Peacemaker, when changing stances, gain 10% attack speed, 10% crit, and 30% damage for 9 seconds. All right, so if I understand correctly, guys, current Peacemaker engraving in Lost Ark is shotgun is crit or something. Crit rate in shotgun, attack speed. Oh, this is actually pretty fucking good, no? Wait, so does that mean you're getting on shotguns now? You're getting the execution buff? Wait, this is actually fucking cool, guys. No? Or is it only this buff? So it's this buff. Oh, that's just an old engraving. Oh, that's right. You're right. They got rid of the execution buff fucking like a few balance patches ago. I remember that shit now. And I'm like, oh, isn't that a buff, guys? And then like, yeah, I remember this. I'm like, yo, isn't that a buff? And then Seldom's like, no, it's technically a nerf. And then it was I remember Legalia, and then we're all arguing about this. I remember this, where we didn't know if it was a buff or a nerf. Wait, did that end up being a buff or a nerf, by the way? It's still on the tripods, I know. Did that end up being a nerf or a buff? It was like the same shit, like slightly different? Okay, whatever. Obviously around the same. So what is the current engraving then? What the fuck is it now? Peacemaker engraving Lost Ark. So crit and shotgun, 30% damage in rifle. Is that what it is? And 10% attack speed and pistol. Is that what it currently is? 10% attack speed and pistol, 10% crit and shotgun, 30% damage in rifle. So now you're just getting a 30% damage buff to shotgun skills and pistol skills. Your shotgun skills are gonna be, wait, this looks fucking fun, no? Am I tripping? The guys, this looks good. Gunslingers, what's going on? Sell them. Are we happy or what? This looks fucking... This is crazy. Where are the... listen, guys. Gunslingers are always complaining, boys. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This looks fucking crazy. You just literally get a buff all the time. You're getting attack speed to help with the animations. You're getting crit to help with your crit. Now, all of the times when you don't crit in your sniper stance, you're not angry about not critting, right? Because now you're getting 10% crit in your sniper stance. All those target downs that did not crit, now you have that. And now you're getting a 30% attack speed or 30% damage buff in shotgun plus a 10% attack speed to help with the animations. Wait, this just seems OP as fuck, man. Am I bringing back time to Juan? What the fuck? All right, here we go. Assault sniper. In all stances, when pressing X, use the assault sniper. When using... Wait, so you have a sniper skill? When using handgun skills, assault sniper cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds, and when using rifle skills, assault sniper skill is cooldown by 1 second. Wait, what does this skill do? Assault sniper. What if it hits for 5 mil? When using a rifle skill, gain sniper's will up to 3 stacks, and when using a mobility skill, lose 1 stack. That's kind of cool, though. Yeah, I don't know what the cooldown is either, right? This is kind of similar to Pistolier's secret weapon, huh? Damn. Gunslinger looks pretty good, guys. This is probably like... Okay, I would actually say I don't have a lot of knowledge. The only knowledge I have of Gunslinger is just literally listening to Legalia and Seldom bitch about this class every time I'm like interact with them. That's pretty much it, right? That is my knowledge of the class. And I know for a fact not critting on your sniper skills is like a big thing. I know the animations are a big thing. So long animations and not critting on sniper skills, right? I think it's pretty fair. So now I feel like they did a really good job of just solving a lot of that within just a simple buff. Not like revamping anything, but just a nice buff, right? 10% extra crit. I mean, that's pretty nice. And then just flat damn it. Damn, I'm really interested to see how this is going to work, man. I'm not going to lie, guys. Gunslinger looks hot. All right, it's time for Deadeye. Deadeye was one of the ones, in my opinion, that I thought that they were gonna fucking just kind of ignore, right? Because no one plays fucking Deadeye, you know? Nobody plays Deadeye, so I was almost convinced that Deadeye was just gonna get thrown to the side. And I was sitting there and Sparks was in my chat. I don't know. Jirachi was kind of happy in my chat, unless something has changed. Jirachi was happy in my chat last night. So unless something has changed by today, but if we look at Deadeye today, are we not happy now? I mean, look at this, guys. Artillerist is actually more unpopular than Deadeye. No, that's not true. Here we are. Nobody plays this class. Dude, Berserker has fallen off fucking hard. Lock out 2 handgun skill slots and gain 1 shotgun skill slot. I mean, that's really good, no? Especially now getting level 70. Am I tripping? You're level 70 now, and you get an extra skill. I feel like that's good, no? Like, I don't know why we're saying it's bad. Oh, yeah, something bad. Not that. Isn't this... Wait, Sharambo, is this not good? I don't understand. Okay, here's another one that I do not understand. What the fuck does this mean? Each attack of shotgun skills is split into 4 attacks. Why do we want this? So every shotgun skill is multi-hit times 4? So when you're doing the, like... you know what I'm saying? Is that when you're doing the whole, like, the crippled, like, what's that skill called? Judgment? What is it called? Not Judgment Day. The one where you're doing the little fucking... Does that mean you're going to be hitting 4 times every single time? Or when you're doing shotgun rapid fire, does that mean you're doing 4 attacks every pump? That's what I'm trying to figure out, though. Every single skill, it's 4 hits. Judgment Day, shotgun rapid fire is 4 per pump. I don't know. Shotgun rapid fire is 3 hits, though. That's what I'm saying, Munes. So does that mean each pump of shotgun rapid fire... Okay, you remember when snipe used to be multi-hit on hit? From my reading of this, that means each attack, I think choice of 2... Yeah, it's gonna be 12. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be 3. Yeah, it's gonna be 12 number. It's gonna be 12 hits. Like, I don't think it's gonna be 12 pumps or whatever. I think it's gonna be 4 numbers, 4 numbers, 4 numbers, which is kind of sick visually. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be kind of sick because it's a shotgun, right? That's what a shotgun does. It sprays. But I'm wondering why, other than this, I guess a lot of classes just straight up get damage buffs anyway. Like, they're just damage buffs anyway. Crit consistency. Ah, L'chaim. Okay. All right. Are we not? I don't know if we're, I don't know. Okay. Use Z to use secret weapon. When handgun skill is used, secret weapon skill is decreased by 0.5 seconds. I want to know what secret weapon does. Am I going to pull out a fucking projectile, an RPG and hit for 10 mil? What are we doing? Am I opening up a suitcase and a minigun's coming out? You know what I mean? That's what I was saying, though. The glowing bullet. When using a handgun skill, gain handgun bullet. Handgun bullet, gain glowing bullet when stacked to 3x. Glowing bullet, handgun damage is increased by... Why is this? This is just this is unnecessary, right? Like, just say that I'm getting fucking 0.1. When using a handgun skill, gain a handgun bullet. Handgun bullet, gain 3 glowing bullets times. Glowing bullet, gain... It's like trying to confuse me or something. All right. When using normal and drone skills, gain cooperation machinist and collaboration drone buff retrospectively for 9 seconds. All active buffs are removed when using a joint skill. Okay, so you're just going to go into like a skill, joint skill. Core enchant. Battery max capacity is increased by 7%. When drone's defense system is activated, fills up identity gauge by 20%. When you pull back your drone. When identity gauge reaches 100, activate core enchant. Core enchant. Okay, so you're just literally getting a damage buff. Pog. X.0 skill can be used during hyper sync mode and can only be used once for each hyper sync mode by pressing X. Wait, what the fuck is 0.0? Is it like some crazy fucking beam? A nuke? EX 0.0. When hypersync is manually disabled, the machinist immediately escapes to the rear and hypersync suit and changes to auto mode that engages in automatic combat for 10 seconds before disappearing. Wait, you just summon a fucking thing when you leave your form? Is that, am I reading this right? You just summon a drone or some shit? Like... Wait, I'm not gonna lie. Evo seems so much more interesting than AT. What the fuck? AT is just like, yo, here's a buff. You get a drone, and I mean, I haven't even seen the active T skills, right? The hyper skills and shit. Like, all right, well, that's interesting. Artillerist. Teleportation. Entering barrage mode on your mouse cursor. Maximum range 14 meters. So we saw this. Call ACT. Outgoing damage by 4%. Summon an ACT turret nearby the character when you enter barrage mode. So wait, when you enter artillerist, you summon another turret. Outgoing damage plus 3%. Replaces barrage mode with gunfire mode. What the fuck is gunfire mode? So now you've got your own mode. Wait, firepower has its own thing. Once you reach 100% firepower, you can press X to activate overheat. You lose 100% firepower meter when overheat expires. Overheat skills CDR minus 24%. Except barrage skills. You're gaining, guys. I know this sounds dumb to ask, but you're gaining CDR here, right? Like you're getting cooldown reduction, right? Okay. Attack speed by 12% for 8 seconds. That's a lot of CDR, right? Isn't that a big chunk of CDR? Dude, firepower also looks fucking cool. What? Dude, some of the like weird builds that you didn't want to play before actually look interesting now. Literally all of the opposite ones of like sharpshooter. I don't want to read this shit, bro. Unless Silverhawk Assault does infinite damage, guys. I don't even want to read this, guys. I'm just going to move on. I'm not even kidding. Unless this thing does, that's it. I'm getting mana back. Poggers in the chat. Z key becomes Silverhawk Assault. I hope it's insane. And I don't know if this is if this is this 6 on the skill or I don't know. It just this translation doesn't even make it sound exciting. Like what the fuck is this? I don't know. It looks like a damage buff to sharpshooter. We'll see. All right, deathblade increases surge skill damage by 2% for 12 seconds after surge skill is used. Okay, so now this just basically is a buff. It goes up. This is a buff to you to try to get out a surge as fast as you can after a surge. Right? Is that what it is? It's just saying, hey, if you can get a surge out within the next 12 seconds, you're getting a buff. Grant sword energy compression after skill usage. Surge skill damage by 4% in the last 60 seconds and can be stacked with... Okay, I mean, this is just... Surge is just getting a buff to damage. If you want to go... I mean, the power creep is going to be insane. Am I high? Like the surge... I mean, surge is literally getting a buff. Like, Pog. Extreme physical activity. Surge skill now moves you to the direction you aim and is a piercing attack. No matter where you hit, it is considered a back attack. Cool, guys. I guess RE seems pretty good. I mean, Surge just looks like nothing. Well, RE seems pretty cool, right? Is this a blink? And you can go through. It's a piercing attack, meaning you go through, right? Stealth. When in persona mode, that's the stealth mode, right? Using dagger skills, which are your green skills, correct? Do not deactivate your persona mode, your stealth mode. When landing a dagger skill hit in persona mode, you gain stealth effect, okay? The damage of swoop skills increases by 16% based on the number of stealth stacks. Okay, so when you pop your stealth mode as Lunar, this is Lunar, right? Yeah. When you use a green skill, you get a 16% damage buff on your red skill, right? Here's the question, guys. How many green skills can you press? What is the max? Any Lunar Reavers in chat? What is the max? 2, 3. So at best, we're looking at what? 48%? When letting a swoop skills as a back attack in persona mode, you gain the weakness break effect. The weakness break effect lasts 15 seconds, and when stacked 3 times, the shadow blade effect is acquired. Why are there so many words in this one? The shadow blade effect lasts for 15 seconds and increases the damage of swoop skills to the target by 24%, and ensuring a back attack is always occurred. The shadow blade effect disappears. Okay, so on your 4th hit, you get a back always hit, right? On your 4th hit, you get a always back attack. So if we stack this to like 32 to 48 and you get this, you're just gonna, okay, Lunar is just gonna have fucking monster red skills, right? Because these are just gonna stack. So Lunar is about to just hit like a fucking truck. I mean, I don't think, okay, here's the thing. You're definitely gonna play around that 4th hit for the amp, right? Like knowing it's gonna be a big one. It being a guaranteed back attack is nice just for convenience. But yeah, it looks like Lunar is just going to a crazy nuke build. You can no longer enter persona mode, but you can use fatal step by pressing Z while in chaos mode to fly to your mouse cursor when location and perform. What? They're giving Thirst a blink skill? Is this correct? Using Fatal Step grants murderous spirit effect for 10 seconds. While this effect is active, the damage of dagger and shadow and swoop skills increases by 17. What the fuck? This is ridiculous. You just get a 17% damage buff for 10 seconds, and you now get a blink skill. I thought you had like the counter too. What is going on? Why are the assassins so... When using swoop skills in chaos mode, the duration of chaos mode is reduced by 3 seconds. But the damage of... I don't understand this, bro. Oh my god, this is... I logged off last night because I was way too dank, guys, and we're just way too dank again. This is just crazy, bro. Here we go. Shadowhunter. Where's perfect suppression? Press X to throw boomerangs called storm grinding. Wait, Majika's about to go hard. 10% bonus damage when you use 20% burst, shadow burst meter. Yeah, I need to cool down a bit, Gio. Majiko, you're getting storm grinding. Gain shadow shard effect for 15 seconds when you trigger shadow burst. Upon 3 stacks, it becomes shadow injection. Jesus Christ. Storm grinding does not consume shadow burst meter when you have... All right. Storm grinding. Wait, the skill is called storm grinding too? Bonus damage after you trigger shadow... I'm done. We're moving on. I'm done. They're grinding. I'm fucking done. Gain Chaos Shard buff when you land a demon skill. Upon 100 stacks, it becomes Chaos. Bursting Chaos. Wait. You can press the X skill to cast demon skill Blood Piercing when you have Bursting Chaos. I mean, it's so you're just demonic impulse with Surge. Let's be honest, guys. This shit's hidden for 50 mil. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, meow. It's usually a little meow. Damn. 100 stacks is kind of high, though. 100 stacks is kind of a high number. I mean, listen, guys, it goes 2 ways. It's 50 mil or 500 mil. Well, I don't think it's per cast is the stat, guys. I think you're gonna be going, you know, like demonic impulse with a little, and I think it's gonna ramp up stacks. I don't think it's gonna be like, it might be one of those things where you're just building stacks really fast and then it's going pew. Like it's gonna be like a thing where you activate constantly. It might not be a big thing where it's like you're building, boom, right? It can go 2 ways. Damn. How does it not supposed to do damage? You know what I'm talking about? You've seen it, right? Read improved instinct. Upon demonize, demon skills cooldown minus 30%. But isn't that already what demonic impulse has? Don't you already get crazy CD? Isn't that already what you get? Am I tripping or is this new? Damn, so they gave them a unique tier 2 effect, but it's 30% crit. Wait, so they actually revamped the fucking engraving a lot. Hold on. So they gave them 30% CDR and then 10% crit instead of 30% crit. So instead of, you said it was 30% crit before, now it's 10% crit plus 30% CDR. Wait a minute, what the fuck? No, people are smoking crack. The demon skill CD is not new, it currently exists. Demonic Impulse Shadowhunter. Upon demonized, demon skill cooldown is reset. Gain 30% crit rate. I don't know what to believe, guys. I'm reading this and I'm afraid to be like, yo, bro, it doesn't say that, because then you guys are gonna come back and be like, bro, what are you talking about? Dentage, it was changed 2 patches ago. I don't know. I'm looking at this right now and I do not see CDR. I see 30% crit rate. I'm just looking at this. Am I missing something? Is it changed? Because I see 30% crit. Resetting a cooldown. That's it. That's all I see. Are we good? That's what it says. That's the CDR. Well, I mean, that's not really cooldown. Okay, yeah. Technically... It's a cooldown. Yeah, you're right. CDR, cooldown reset. Not cooldown reduction, though. Okay, here we go. Souleater. Deathload mode duration becomes 10 seconds. What is it currently? Skills, damage, and deathload mode are 1.6%. What is it currently? Possession meter plus 1% every 5 seconds. Skill damage of Deathlord skills plus 1.2. Possession meter. Wait, do you just passively get gauged right here or what? Increases the maximum cap of soul stones by 1, and you can now use 4 Deathlord skills in Deathlord mode. Damn, what the fuck, guys? What is with these assassin changes? Not even double vestige, guys. It's not even double vestige. It's potentially the new skill as well. We don't know the cooldown of the T skill, but we saw that the T skill is a pink skill. So for now, it could be double vestige, but it literally could be another skill altogether as well. Damn. Here's the thing, though. It does sound really fucking good, but at the same time, you have to land 4 skills. But I mean, I guess it's not a big deal. Versus some classes just get a straight damage buff to what they're already doing, if that makes sense. Like, if we're talking about fun, yes. Overall DPS, I mean, if you look at Blade, what does Blade have to do? Blade just has to do what Blade does. Just press Surge. So if you're talking about performance, I mean, performance, who knows, right? This, in theory, sounds more fun. You get an extra skill and shit. So it just depends. Like now you gotta land 4 skills to get the value of this. But I mean, I don't know. It's like fucking, it could be pretty easy, right? Grant soul collection when you use a ghast skill in Soul Snatch. We know what the ghast skills are. When you activate soul execution, you can activate soul execution with the Z key. Damn. What is soul execution? And does it do infinite damage? Increases the duration of soul snatch by 0.6 seconds. So now you can stay in your form longer, which could be good and bad, honestly. Sometimes you want to burn that form. It just depends. It has to be long enough to where you can get more lethals out, right? Like this has to be long enough to where you can get more lethals out. So it just depends how much it goes. It definitely has to scale up, right? I mean, even if I multiply this by 5, what is that, 3 seconds? I don't know if that's actually a DPS loss or gain. Like, this looks more fun. I mean, this is cool, though. It depends. Soul execution could be sick. Who knows? Aeromancer. All right, here we go. The Drizzler. Here we go. Dividing space. Available on specialty 2 key. Poggers. We're getting a skill called dividing space. What is that, guys? Do you still have to weave in auto attacks for BK and tier 4 to reduce the CD? It looks like that, yeah. Domain expansion. Grant Path of Wind when Sun Shower is active. Stacks up to 3 times and lasts 20 seconds. Path of the Wind, 0.4% umbrella skill damage per stack does not disappear when wait, what? It does not disappear? So you just get a damage buff all the time? Oh, it lasts 20 seconds. Good. Fair catch, yeah. Dazzling Space, the Drizzler. Available on Specialty 2 key. Can only be used when Rainbow buff is active. Grant Rainbow when Weather skill is used within Sun Shower. Stacks up to 5 times and lasts 10 seconds. Rainbow, 10% damage to Dazzling Days. What is Dazzling Days? Dazzling Space or Dazzling Days? Is this a translation issue? Is this supposed to be days and days? Or is Dazzling Days? Because this is 50% damage, right? Stacks up to 5 times, lasts 10 seconds during your identity. Damn. Wait, is the Drizzler going to be sick? You just drop a fucking nuke when Rainbow mode is activated? Just full on Rainbow gauge and just drop humongous damage? Grants Vapor Charge when Umbrella or Weather skill is used within Sun Shower. Stacks up to 3 times and lasts 10 seconds. Vapor Charge, 4% Sun Shower damage per stack. Wait, what the fuck? You're just doing infinite damage during your burst. I don't know. Drizzler looks pretty cool. We don't know what dividing space is. It might be domain expansion. Who knows? And then there's artist Lamau. Holy fuck, guys! I'm not gonna lie. What are the actual winners here? Who are the biggest winners to you guys? Fuck, I don't know what to do. I definitely am gonna keep my breaker. Obviously, I think I'm just gonna main Burger King. It looks like, unless breaker. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Gunlancer looks fun, dude. Biggest winner is berserker. Yo, son, you don't know, bro. You might be a fucking actual berserker, bro. Who knows? Rush form could be insane, bro. Igniter is the biggest loser. I mean, this again is not keeping in mind the T skill and hyper awakening, which I don't know if it'll be influential. I do think for certain classes it will. I don't know, man. Burger King gets a new blue skill. It gets an extension on its own identity skill. It gets a shield. Burger King looks fucking sick, man. Souleater looks pretty interesting. Shadowhunter looks pretty interesting. Reaper looks fucking crazy. RE looks interesting. Sharpshooter Lamau. Artillerist. Firepower looks interesting, to be honest. Evo Scouter looks interesting. Deadeye looks kind of interesting. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Gunslinger looks pretty OP. Wardancer First Intention looks interesting. ESO just looks like more ESO. Striker, I fucking have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know. It could be fucking Baker Dift. I have no idea. Soulfist, I don't know. Hopefully they tested that out. Yeah, Breaker looks crazy in terms of Burger King. Scrapper looks good on both. I don't know. Just a nice little buff there, and then a Z skill. And then honestly, this looks pretty nice. Some CDR, which I think is like, can be kind of annoying. We want to go faster, and then you get no directional attacks. Glaivier seems interesting. Bard, just 4 bubble, I guess. Summoner, I didn't really understand too much. Sork, honestly, not that exciting, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is cool. Arcana seems pretty cool. Like a machine gun with Emperor and then the Knight card. Paladin getting a DPS mode, like where you're permanent in form and you have Zeal. I don't know. Knight of God looks fucking cool. Gunlancer, red movable Lancer looks fun. This right here with any of these looks fucking cool. Destroyer looked pretty cool, actually. Slayer Lamau and Zerker Potentially Lamau unless this is good. This seems cool. I don't know how good it's gonna be though. Damn. Guys, I don't know. That's a part of it. And now it's on me. I heard Reddit was pissed off this morning. Is that true? I'm fucking freezing right now.